You may have heard of the amazing class Assassin in Final Fantasy Tactics Advanced. It's a Viera-only class that requires one sniper ability to be learned and two elementalist abilities to be learned. This is a good set of prerequisites, as sniper requires two archer abilities and elementalist requires a fencer and a white mage ability. So there is some setup to make the build possible. There's also the issue of obtaining relevant ability weapons. I gotta say, assassins are OP. They are the most powerful unit in the game for a couple of reasons. Reason one, they have the highest speed gain per level in the game. This allows them to take actions far more frequently than other characters. Now why is that such a big deal? They have three different abilities that basically instant KO people. Rock Seal petrifies the opponent, effectively KOing them unless a teammate can cure them with a soft, which isn't very likely. Last Breath straight up KOs them, no questions asked, no consent given. 1 minute they're hanging out, enjoying Ivolus, then bam, right on the floor. Not a good time. Nightmare is the weaker of the three, causing the opponent to go to sleep for a few turns, but occasionally it applies Doom, which, you guessed it, instant KOs the opponent. Now, why does that matter? It sounds too good to be true, and in reality it is. Viera is a diverse class of badass women that specialize in tons of jobs and abilities no other race can obtain. Red mages can double cast, summoners can conjure up aeons and spirits, snipers can go invisible, which is very powerful with, you guessed it, instant KO abilities. Spoiler alert, have sniper as your sub job for invisibility. This becomes a problem. On the one hand, we have these amazing characters with very cool skill sets and synergies with your party, and on the other hand, you have a job so OP, it would be stupid not to play it. This removes player agency to pick other Viera classes. The problem isn't the assassin class, but the balance of the class's utility. This problem arises in other games as well. I mentioned in my last video Magic the Gathering Reanimator decks, and if you haven't checked that video out, I highly recommend it. These decks want you to pick the best cards to cheat into play. If Magic prints a card that is significantly better, and this happens a couple of times in Magic's history, than any other target you can have in the graveyard to cheat into play, it becomes not optimal to play anything else. This, once again, removes the ability for players to make deck building decisions. And in the case of choosing a class for your Vieras, it makes all other classes less likely to be good. You're not as competitive. This essentially makes all other classes in the Viera catalog obsolete and virtually non-existent. You have to pretend like Assassin doesn't exist to do anything else. When we're designing games, we as designers need to keep in mind that while making really powerful jobs and abilities and synergies is awesome, and it gives some people a feeling of badassness and power, it can also make the game dull and uninteresting. It takes a lot of trial and error, but I think the effort is worth it in the end. I hope you like this video. If there's more you want to add to this on the subject, or if you disagree with me entirely, be sure to leave it down in the comments. I hope you have a wonderful day, wonderful week, wonderful life, and I hope to see you in the next episode of Soren Says.